It's like a successful event, so how did all the trouble start?
The trouble actually came after the talent show when we posted a satirical poem criticizing Principal Skinner's decision to reject our application to be a school club. She accused us of being a cult.
Yep.
Hush.
Order in the court. I will not take behavior. And please calm your client down.
Oh. Was criticizing Principal Skinner's decision to reject our application to be a school club. She accused us of being a cult.
Is there anyone in this courtroom that was just like you that day?
Yes, all members of the group, they're sitting in front row.
What got you into trouble?
Look at me. I came up with the idea of dressing up like vampires the day of the talent show. We put on costumes and acted like vampires all day. We took the extra mile by not sitting by the windows in class and drank bottles of tomato juice.
Tell me more about the poem the principal had taken off for the site.
I wrote a poem about Principal Skinner's reaction to when my sister posted it on Facebook page.
What is Facebook?
It's like Snapchat and Facebook.
You don't know the man I posted with us.
By all means, must
Do you recognize this poem, sir?
Yes.
Your Honor, we offer exhibit 1 to evidence.
Do I have any objections?
No objection.
Well then, exhibit number 1 may now be accepted into evidence.
Read it for Mr. Cole.
If the school dismissed the Fantastic with mud, we don't have to put up with the crud and Principal Skinner won't be the winner if her house is drenched in.
And what happened to the poem?
It was just a joke, but Principal Skinner called me in told me the Fantastics are a dangerous cult. She said. Sure did. She said she took the book.
Order in the court. Mr. Wheeler and Ms. Meehan, please calm your client down before I will have my courtroom deputy, Ms. Wembley, escort her outside this courtroom.
She had to pull up the webpage and ban all the members of the group from the website. That's censorship and a violation of my First Amendment rights. Schools shouldn't be able to limit freedom of speech and association of their students. That's when I asked my father to help me file this lawsuit. That's why we're here.
Excellent. And what are you asking the court to do?
All I want my First Amendment rights, freedom of speech and the freedom of association.
Thank you, Mr. Cullen. No further questions.
Does the defense counsel have any questions for Mr. Cole?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Wheeler, go ahead and inquire.
Did it ever occur to you that your antics in the classroom and the cafeteria might disrupt the learning environment at school that day?
No, I thought people would laugh, and that's what they did.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
Mr. Cullen, I'm showing you what was been marked a warning on the Facebook webpage. You recognize that, don't you?
Yes.
You've seen this policy on the use of the webpage many times, correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, we offer Exhibit 2 into evidence.
Do I have any objections?
None, Your Honor.
Exhibit 2 may be received.
Mr. Cullen, please read out the part I have highlighted.
All materials posted on the school Facebook page must be related to school activity, respectful, and free of offensive language.
The Fantastics were not a recognized school club, right?
So the principal said. But everyone else recognized us. They couldn't miss us. We're as active and legitimate as any other club at school, and we are one of the largest clubs too.
However, the principal never recognized your group as an official school club.
Unfortunately, that's right.
So, Mr. Cullen, your group's actions were not related to a school activity, right?
Well, we performed at talent shows.
Let's turn to your poem. Your poem ends with a blank for a missing word. The missing word is blood, isn't it?
Objection, he's badgering my witness.
Overruled.
Could be or it could be drenched in a flood. Depends on the reader. Everyone knows she lives near the Grand Forks River and it floods every year.
Yep.
It's disrespectful to the principal, isn't it?
I don't think it's disrespectful to make a harmless joke.
It certainly contains offensive language, doesn't it?
I guess it depends on what you call offensive, Skinner.
Thank you, Mr. Cullen. No further questions.
Was that right there?
Yes, very briefly. Mr. Cullen, on the talent show, did any of the teachers reprimand you for your questionable behavior?
Not at all. In fact, they laughed along with everyone else, unlike the principal.
No further questions.
Y'all whack.
Very well then. Thank you, Mr. Coleman. You may now sit down. Council, do we have any other witnesses?
Your Honor, I would like to call my next. Your Honor, I would like to call my next witness, Mrs. Alex Swan.
Ms. Swan, please come forward and be sworn.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Please be seated. Please state your full name, spelling your last.
Alex Swan, SWAN.
You may inquire.
Please state your age for the record and where you attend school.
I'm 16. I attend Works High School.
Could you please tell us what you have to do with the school's Facebook page?
I'm the student monitor.
How did you come to serve as the monitor?
I check the Facebook page every day during study hall to make sure that nobody has put anything on the Facebook page that they should.
And what exactly does the school monitor do?
Like it says on the web page, everything has to be about the school. It has to be respectful, and none of the words can be offensive.
How do you know if something shouldn't be on the page?
Yes, I saw it. Yes, I saw it on the school's Facebook page.
Your Honor, may I show this exhibit to the witness?
Go ahead.
Do you recognize this, Miss Alex Swan?
Yes.
How did you approach handling the situation when you saw it on the web page?
I didn't do anything.
But why?
Because I thought it was about a school club.
Out of all people, why you didn't take it offensive? Even the principal took it offensive.
I guess it was a big joke.
What was Principal Skinner's reaction to your decision to leave it on the webpage?
She was mad. I always thought Principal Skinner had a better sense of humor than that.
And I do.
Order in the court. Mr. Wheeler, Ms. Sheehan, can you please keep your client under control? Continue.
Thank you, Mr. Swan. No further questions.
What?
Excuse the interruption, teachers. All students that have not turned in their computers, will you please report to the library at this time? All students that have not turned in their computers, please report to the library at this time. Thank you.
Does the defense counsel have any questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Long, as you said, you are new at Forks High, is that right?
Yes.
Would it be accurate to say that you want to be popular at your new school?
Well, yes, but that doesn't have anything to do with it.
Is it true that you applied for membership in the fantastic, but you haven't heard yet if you've been accepted?
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Warren, that's all.
Redirect.
None, Your Honor.
Very well. Thank you, Ms. One. You may step down. You may call your next witness.
Plaintiff resist.
Your Honor, I would like to call my first witness, Mr. Chris Black.
Mr. Black.
Snitch, snitch, rat.
Order in the court, Mr. Clayton. Please calm your client down before you have to be escorted out of the courtroom.
I'm trying my best.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
You may now be seated, as well as saying your full name, including your last.
Chris Black, B-L-A-C-K.
You may inquire.
For the record, please state your age and where you attended school.
I'm 18 and I'm a kicker for Forks High School.
Were you in school on March 3rd of last year, the day of the talent show?
I was.
What, if anything, unusual happened that day?
Yeah, the Fantastics took over the school.
And
Shut up, you snitch.
You shut up, bitch.
Order in the court, Mr. Slayton.
I'm trying.
I don't see that happening. Courtroom deputy, please escort Mr. Fuller out of the courtroom. I will not take
Escort.
You'll pay for this.
Out of the courtroom.
You'll pay.
Don't make me escort you too, Mr. Slayton.
Calm down.
I don't even pay for enough for this job.
And what did you do?
I told Miss Skinner that Randy Cullen started all of this nonsense.
Why did you report Mr. Cullen for what happened on the day of the talent show?
They disrupted the class while we were learning.
Did you have any other concerns when you decided to report the poem?
The guy, well, Randy, threatened Miss Skinner with a poem that ended in blood.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Does the defense counsel or the plaintiff have any questions for Mr. Black?
Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any reason not to like Randy Cullen? Huh?
The Fantastics are strange.
Isn't it true that Randy Cullen lobbied the school board to transfer money from the football budget to save the drama program? Huh?
Yeah, it is true. He started all of this nonsense.
Thank you, Mr. Black. No further questions.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Does anybody
Close up.
direct?
No, Your Honor.
Well then, in that case, thank you, Mr. Black, you may now sit down. Counsel, any other witnesses?
One more, Your Honor.
You may proceed when you're ready, counsel.
The defense calls counsel on Mr. Skinner.
Ms. Skinner, please come forward and be sworn.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please be seated. Please state your full name, spelling your last.
Mary Skinner, S-K-I-N-N-E-R. Ms. Skinner, what is your occupation? I'm the principal at Forks High School. Are you familiar with the group of students at Forks Public Classes? Very familiar. How did you come to know the group? The group was first brought to my attention the morning of the talent show by Chris Black, one of my students. As he described the group, I knew they were a cult. I decided canceling the group's appearance of the talent show, but my concern was pulling the group's performance would create a further disturbance, so I let them go on. What about the group's management? What did you describe as a cult? Well, I've been trying to recognize indicators of a cult and antisocial behavior.
Does the counsel for the plaintiff have any questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Skinner, you indicated that you the first became concerned about the plaintiff and his associates after Chris Black watched your attention to the phone on the web page. That's it.
Yes, Chris Black came to my office and he showed me the Facebook page. There I found the poem Miss Cullen had read to the court. I naturally ordered Ms. Swan to remove the poem and immediately canceled the posting of proving they were all plain sense.
After speaking with Mr. Black, did you speak to any of the teachers on your staff to confirm these allegations?
Objection. He's badgering our witness. Overruled.
I did.
And did any of the teachers express the same degree of concern that you expressed today?
No, they did not.
Is it true that Mr. Cullen and the other students in the drama program campaigned to win the votes on the?
They're
There's
cold.
such a campaign, such a we're cold.
Mr. Cullen, I would please ask you nicely to not speak while this court is in session.
Yes, sir.
I got shut up. Isn't it true that Mr. Cullen and the other students in the drama program campaigned to win votes on the school board for the proposal to reduce the football team's funding, especially in order to keep the drama program going?
There was such a campaign and such a proposal.
You opposed that proposal, did you?
I did.
You got quite a football tradition at Forks, don't you?
The Forks Wolfpack has won 3 state championships off the team's biggest fans. But the report makes it easy for the students getting a scholarship and gives understanding to the great excellence.
Is it possible that your decision in this matter was influenced by the football team's success in raising body needed reformers and attract scholarships that reflect well on the school's academic ratings?
The focus was and will always be on my responsibility to safeguard the security of the students under my charge.
You testified that when you decided to remove Mr. Cullen's phone from the webpage, you asked Ms. Swan to remove it. Can't you remove the material from the webpage yourself?
No, I don't have an account.
Do you have any control of the site?
No, not that I know of.
So you're saying a student is the only one who can access the page, therefore, would it be correct to call it a student run page?
Well, yes, I point to Ms. Swan and she reports back to me.
But the school cannot add to the page without Ms. Swan.
Absolutely not. The web page was started by the school. It carries the school's logo and the mission statement, as well public communication about the school and administration absolute editorial control.
Moving on, do you
Your
think
Honor,
it was a good
it's
decision
not
on
written.
your part to allow?
Sustained. Continue.
Moving on, do you think it was a good decision on your part to allow a school-run website to be monitored by one sole student, Ms. Swan? Hmm?
Well, Ms. Vaughn has a very important job. We give the students good leadership.
Thank you, Principal Skinner. No further questions.
Thank you, Mrs. Skinner. You may step down. Counsel, you may call your next witness.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we're going to take a 5-minute break, and when we return, we will hear the parties' closing arguments. You will then be provided with some instructions.
All rise. This court will be in recess and